Hey guys and gals, Doug here again. Hey, I wanted to do a quick video on a package I got in the other day. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm a researchaholic, if that's what you want to call it. When I think about something, I start researching it, and sometimes that can be a little, I don't want to say confusing or something like that, but you know, where do you go? You go to Amazon, you go to the internet, blah, 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 blah. You search prices and all the stuff you get with it. But, you know, over the past how many ever years I've accumulated all kinds of stuff. I need to do a video on these little floats here. If I've got it posted, I'll show you. But, you know, we do some kayak fishing and camping and things like that. And these are good little floats. But here's the thing. You can't ever have enough of this stuff. And the other day, I was looking at a couple of things that I was trying to get done, and I needed another suction cup for the GoPro. I got a new GoPro, and I needed one for the other side, you know, one kind of like here, and then one over on the other side. And I needed another suction cup, so I started looking into suction cups on Amazon. And they're, you know, $8, $10. I don't know. I guess if you get a, you know, a GoPro one, they're a little bit more expensive. They do tend to be better quality. But when you're looking at something for $8 to $10 or $13 or $14 or wherever it, you know, falls, the thing that kind of surprised me is you could get this whole kit here for $15. I'll put a link to this down in the description of the one that I got. There is a bunch of them. It really just kind of depends on what you're looking for. And the pictures are kind of tough to see exactly what you're getting. So that's the reason that I wanted to do this, because I ordered one before and got some in, and some of the pieces were great and some weren't so good. And I've noticed in this, some of the pieces appear to be the same, and then some of them appear to be the same, but when you get them in, they're different. You know, I'm not going to say that's false advertising. It's me probably not looking at it as closely as I should. But so I wanted to go through this package today. I will put a link for this one down in the bottom as well for the one that I got. And you will also... And I'm going to lay out, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff in here. They have, you know, they show what's all in there, but it's just kind of hard to tell. I haven't had a chance to use any of this particular stuff. The other stuff that I've got, I've abused some of it. But when you go to another camera, another GoPro, you need twice the stuff. And some of the major things, like the suction cups for the windows, there's only one in each one. So my philosophy was pay a few more dollars and get a lot more. So if you're in that same predicament, then that's probably why you're watching this video. If you are you know, a paramotor, a kayaker, all that stuff, which a lot of my channel is about, and you're thinking about getting into doing some videos and things, you'll see some things in here that will help you out, and I'll tell you, you know, what they are when they come up. First of all, just a couple of weeks ago, I ordered one of the GoPro floaty things. And now this is, as I said with GoPro, GoPro's things are a little nicer. Now this is a little float. And it has the little suction. I mean, this is not suction, this is a sticky thing with a string, you know, that you can attach to whatever you have it, you know, hooked up to, and it's got some stickers. The GoPro things, there's a whole bunch of these in here, and then that little string, I guess you could make a tether out of it. You can see that right there. So this package is for GoPros. The only problem is I have the GoPro Hero 5 and 6. The GoPro Hero 5 and 6, most of the recording that you're going to do, you're not going to do it with the doors and the kind of that cage, that plastic, not glass, that's kind of stupid. The plastic cage that they have, you know, on that. And that's kind of designed for that. They have other ones that go around the GoPros, the 5 and 6. It's probably a little bit better design. This is about probably 3/4 of the width of the GoPro one. But like I said, I think it's really designed for the earlier models. And if you want to put the whole, plastic container on it, you can do that. But you can't tell that from, from the picture that you see on Amazon. But in a sense, this was, I almost call it free, because it just came with this, and that's not really what I was shooting for. And the GoPro one, I'll put a link to it. I bought it, but I think I'm gonna send it back. It was like 20 bucks, and I just don't really need it. It's gonna cost me $5 to send it back. I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid for doing that. Okay, the next little gadget. This thing right here. Now, maybe I didn't look at it closely enough, but the last one I got was definitely different from this one. This is a hard plastic case. Looks like the cap goes right here on the end. It's like my last one was more like styrofoam on the inside. This probably would be a little bit more breakable, if that's the right term. It's hard plastic. So, with some of the kayaking that we do, I don't know if this would last. I mean, this could hit a rock, crack, and then there goes your GoPro. I don't know. I mean, if you're, maybe if you're out in the ocean or you're on a calm lake or something like that, this might work, but I don't know if this would work for, kayaking, hard, I'm not going to say hard water stuff, but stuff where there's rocks and running water. I don't know about that one. I'd probably go for the other one that, that I got in one of these other packages, just like this. And I'll put a link to that one too. I can't do a thing on it because when I got it's in 600 pieces spread out all over the place. But if you have questions about this particular one compared to the other one, I know where that one is. It's in my box full of. Actually, yeah, it's not in that thing that I had up here. So, all right, here's your little selfie camera stick thing. This is exactly the same as the one that's in the other one. This is decent for GoPro. Don't know that you're gonna a GoPro and probably a smaller camera. Don't try to put a big DSLR on this because I just don't have that much confidence in it. But I've done videos with my GoPro, the little selfie shot. I've done a couple of things where I needed to kind of, post it up on something, maybe do a down shot or something like that. I have done that with this, but primarily this is just a selfie stick, and it appears to be exactly the same as the one I got in my last kit. Okay, armrest thing. I guess you could use it for this. A lot of people use this, for an armrest for a GoPro. This little thing right here swivels. I don't have my glasses on, so I can't tell. It looks like there's some kind of lock or something. But I don't think the other one swiveled like that. There may be a lock on there. Yeah. There's a little button right here. You can, so whatever angle you need it, you push that in, and it locks it. So pretty cool. You can you can strap these onto things. I wouldn't do it for anything in motion because you're not going to be able to get it tight enough. There are other pieces of equipment for that. These are your typical GoPro little sticky pads and the little 3M. I guess these are 3M. Your typical GoPro slides. You just double sticky them on each side. You can't ever have enough of these things. And these appear to be generic. No 3Ms. I don't know how sticky they are, but the 3M ones are ridiculously sticky. It's not going to come off. Your camera will. The plastic may break, but the sticky pads for the 3M ones are ridiculous. This is. I think this is one of those slide things, and there are a couple of headlamp deals. I said headlamp. I use headlamps when I'm camping and stuff. But you know, this is this gadget right here. You know, put it on there and you got your GoPro and you walk around, all that. Very similar to the other one that I have. And I believe this was actually the main reason. Golly, and it's not as big as the other one that I had. See, you just never know. You never know what you're getting into. It'll work. It just doesn't feel as solid as the other one. It's a little smaller, but this was my main thing here. You know, you can loosen it up and triangulate it and get it set. What I am going to do, I'm going to change all my things out because I have them set now for those, you know, the quarter 20 things where you have to screw the camera in, you know, like the bottom of the camera. And it's a pain in the butt trying to move them. So I'm going to go to these. I'm going to take all those off and go to these little quick connect things. But, you know, you stick this thing on the glass and then you pop that and it suctions it up. I'm hoping this one's not quite as hardy. Matter of fact, here's an old, give me 2 seconds here. This actually, this was GoPro 1. Old school. I mean, the very first GoPro I think they came out with. I found my old GoPro in a bag stuffed somewhere. But now, you know, if you go and order the GoPro one, you're probably going to spend $25 for something like this. And it's hardy and heavy duty and all that. This little guy right here, not quite as big. You know, if you're going to run something on the outside of a car or something like that, you might want to go with the Big Daddy. If you're going to do something like this, which is going to be, you know, say inside of a RV or inside of a car, something like that, which is my use for it, you know, this thing would probably work. But yeah, it feels like it's got decent suction. Hopefully this thing won't break. So that was mainly the reason of me trying to find it. But as an example, see, you just can't tell. You can't tell how big things are in their little descriptions. All right, this didn't come with it, so we're going to put you back there. All right, this looks like a chest rig right here. It's a small chest rig, I guess. So, yeah, goes over your chest. And I have used these before, and it just has the little you know, the little pressure connector things that, you know, goes right here. And you hook it in your chest and you go do your business and you're doing your video and all that. These things are not going to go anywhere. I mean, I've used them several times. It's very similar to the other one, you know, that I had. I'm not even sure where that, maybe that was that thing. So, chest, hopefully I didn't say chest protector, but chest camera deal for the GoPro. All right, and now, let's see here. This, I suppose, it's a little GoPro, single GoPro carrying case. It looks like you can put one GoPro, it's kind of squished a little. You can put one GoPro here. They usually come to, the cutouts are usually cut out to a GoPro in a case, is what I see most of the time. And these look like just typical battery holders. I guess this is probably those, you could probably put a couple of these little gadgets, you know, in there. It's a little small thing, very, very small. I don't know that I'll use that. I'll probably end up using it for something else, because now that I can dig. But this, not so sure about, because I have two, and that's just not going to carry enough of anything. So back to that. Once I said clip here, you know, clip anywhere where you can clip it to, and it rotates 360 degrees. All right, so we're good there. Man, let's see what we got here. Okay. Yeehaw! Man, I'm gonna need my glasses for this part of the expedition. Okay. Wow, that's small. That's kind of what I was talking about. All right, looks like we've got another. Not sure what the heck that's for. It's just strapped to something. These are open. I guess you could hook it through there somehow. Don't know. All right, so here are all the little clips that I was talking about. For the most part, all the ones that I have tried, you know, the generic ones, have worked. Most people will say that they work. They're just maybe not, you know, as good as quality as a GoPro. I'm not sure what that is. All right, so what do we got here? We got the little round gadgets. We got a nice little articulating arm, which is kind of cool. And then, of course, you got another one of the flat ones there. And you know what? That probably... No, that won't go to that. I guess you could make it go to that, but it looks like you get an extra little tethering. Velcro works good. So you could use it for, you know, you can always tether a GoPro, you know, with some good string. I don't know about that string right there. I don't know if I'd trust a $500 GoPro. Got a little carabiner with a lock on it, which, let's see if it just keeps on. Yeah, it gets to a point in it, and it does lock, so little carabiner. I didn't even know that did it. All right, so we got more of those. Another little articulating arm. A little rubber gadget. I think that goes, yeah. This goes, I believe, into here. If you can see that. Let me see if I can slide it on the bottom. When you really need to tighten something up on these clamps, you can slide that in there and it gets rid of some of the vibration, if y'all can see that. I think that's what that's for. I have it on some of my other stuff. I use it on my GoPro, on my paramotor helmet. That I use one of those to try to cut down on the vibration, you know, that me flying that I get. So we got more of these. Another kind of a, you know, more of the articulating arm things. Looks like some are put together and some aren't. Hopefully you can see all this stuff. Another one of the rubber. Those can come in pretty handy, guys. And I did not get that with the last setup. You can't ever have enough of these things right here. I'll tell you. Because you have all these pieces, and the worst thing you can run into is you'll dig through your bag, you'll pull one of these out, and you don't have one of these. It's not the worst thing. I'm just kind of making it sound, I don't want to say making it sound bad, but it's a pain in the butt because now you got to go find something else, take it off. I like to take these things and screw, you know, have them all ready to go. At least one, you know, of this, where when I pull that thing out, I have everything there because it's a pain in the butt, and there are looks like there are some smaller ones and some larger ones. We got a couple of little sticky pad things, double-sided tape. You know, I've got rolls of that stuff because you can always use it. All right, so let me take this back apart because some of them. Let's see, this is for the big one there, and. So you get, what is that? 7 of the big ones, 2 of the small ones. Here's another articulating arm piece that can go, I guess, go to this one. So this one was already hooked up into this right here, but you know what that is. And this is kind of a roll bar clamp type thing, and it comes... Doesn't have any of the rubber. Actually, yeah, it does. Yep, it has a little rubber matting thing on the inside. So this is, you know, clamping it to roll bars, clamping it to anything that's round to a certain degree. It'll clamp to. And then if you can't get you know, the angle and all that. You can go in with stuff like this. You know, your GoPros and your editing software and all that can flip your camera over. But your GoPro, you can put it upside down and do your recording, and it'll flip it. At least the 5 and the 6 will. As far as I don't know anything. I got the original GoPro and used it years ago. And you know, when I decided to start doing this, I bought the 5. Started recording with it, and then I bought something for recording while I am. Well, I guess 2 reasons. One for kayak fishing for here, and then one up above me, and then for paramotoring for one in the front and one in the back. Stuff coming up on that too. I hadn't posted the video yet. Some of you guys will know what it is. So, there we go. That is the package below that I got. Like I said, I'm going to put a link below for this one. I'll put a link below for the other one that I got probably, oh gosh, what are we're November something, 12th or something like that. And I got this one when I got my GoPro Hero 5. I'll put a link to the Hero, both the Heroes too. If you want to get a Hero 5, if you want to get the Hero 6, I'll put a link below. I'll put a link to this and any of the other GoPro stuff that I've gotten. I'll put a link from that down below. You just click on it, it'll take you straight to it. You can get it really easy. So that's pretty much about it on this one. Like I said, I just wanted to show, because you don't always know what you're getting with these, but everything seems pretty legit from what I can see. You know, sometimes they're not quite as you know, but you know, they don't appear to be, you know, quite as hardy as some of your other stuff. But this whole thing, all this stuff right here, I think was $15.99. And you just, you know, when you get this much stuff, when I was going to try to buy one of these for like $8 or $10 or whatever, and yeah, it might have been a little bit nicer, but I have gone back and bought more of these, and yes, they were 3M, but these things probably work well enough. I've bought extra of these. I've bought extra of these. I think I bought extra of these too. I didn't get, you know, I already had this thing right here. Of course, you know, this is the second one. I had just bought a $20 or $25, I don't remember how much it was, you know, the GoPro floaty thing for that. So $15.99, guys. That's what this is. So if you're into, you know, GoProing, all that stuff, and you're looking at trying to add to your collection of GoPro stuff, this kind of, hopefully this helped and gives you a little bit of an idea of what some of these little, you know, one-off brands that Amazon carries. But anyway, if you haven't subscribed, over that shoulder right there, click on that, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the little bell. And on this side is some of my my either kayaking or it'll be here and here. Maybe I'll start doing that right there. One is going to be kayaking playlist, and 2 is going to be paramotoring playlist. Because those are 2 of my main things, especially for using this. I'm not going to be using, I don't think I would be using this for a cooking video, but who knows. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys have fun. Get out there and use your GoPros and use all this stuff. And let me know if you have any questions. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.